Yo, what's up? This is Boxing Combo. This is just a random vid talking about an awesome, fun week for us boxing fans. This past week was a great week for us. A lot of good fights. You know, the best fight of the week that I saw, which I did not expect. You know, someone got knocked the hell out, and I won a bet by Mr. Master OG Glean Jhonsen, man. Glean Jhonsen went in there. He just came off a fight 3 months ago. I don't know how much time he had to train for this fight against Allan Green. Allan Green, a much younger fighter. Allan Green just came off a loss with Andre Ward in that Super 6 tournament. Anyway, Glean Jhonsen, 41 years old. I don't know how much time they gave him to train for this fight. On top of that, they make him come down at weight. A 41-year-old having to come down in weight usually does not happen. Boxers don't do that at that age. You know, it's usually the other way around. They'll fight in a higher weight class because it's so hard to come back down at weight, especially at 41. You know, they give so much credit to Bernard Hopkins. This guy is doing way better. His guy is action-packed every round. He's just putting on pressure on these younger fighters. It was amazing to see what happened in that fight. You know why I betted on Glean Jhonsen? Is because a friend of mine called me up. He said, let's bet $20. I was like, alright, who you betting on? You know, he said, I'm going to take Allan Green. I'm thinking, you know, but Allan Green, I would bet on Allan Green too because he is a younger fighter. So he said, okay, let's do this. I'll bet 20 bucks. That's what he's telling me. I'll bet 20 bucks that Allan Green wins by knockout. So I bet it that Glean Jhonsen wins by decision or by knockout, or if Allan Green won by decision, I still would win the $20 because Allan Green has to win by knockout in order for my friend to take my $20. So I'm thinking, okay, because I know, you know, I think Glean Jhonsen has a big chance in this fight because he is a pressure fighter and he has a similar style to Andre Ward. Andre Ward defeated Allan Green because he is a pressure fighter. He's in his grill the whole fight, but I did not expect Glean Jhonsen to be in his grill for like 5-6 rounds. I don't recall what round the knockout came, and then all of a sudden, just a bomb just knocked Allan Green to the floor. Allan Green was trying to say he got hit in the back of the head. Well, while you were trying to stay so low to avoid the punches, it's not Glean Jhonsen's fault that his punch landed on the back of your head. Why are you trying to, get down so low? You have to stay up in front of your fighter. You know, you move to the sides, you dodge a little bit, you go up, you go down, but you don't lean all the way down. Obviously, when he throws the punch, it's going to hit you in the back of the head. It's your fault. It's not Glean Johnson's fault, man. Glean Jhonsen was a monster in that fight. I was very surprised that he was that strong in the lighter weight class. He looked skinny as hell, you know. And whoever's doing the matchmaking for Allan Green, I think it was not a good fight for you. Because if you just lost to a guy with a similar type style, why would you want to fight? Well, probably you thought you had the advantage that Glean Jhonsen is 41 years old and you're making him come down at weight. But wow, that was impressive fight. You know, I was hyped up watching that fight. I'm thinking, wow, you know, I'm already hyped up. I already won $20, and I still haven't got to the Juanma fight. So the Juanma fight, Juanma versus Marquez, wow, what can you say, man? That was a slugfest. The thing is, I don't think Juanma needs to get into these slugfests. I think he has the ability to kind of stay away and not have to go toe-to-toe with these boxers. I think he has very good technical abilities. He has good defense, but for some reason he feels like he needs to slug it out, probably because he understands it is more entertaining and it sells more, which is true. You know, I understand Bob Arum tells his fighters to do stuff like this so these fights can sell more and can bring more interest, which they usually do, but it's at your expense. Hey, you know, and another thing for Juanma, when you throw that left hook, why do you put down your right hand so low and you stick your chin out so far? If you were to watch, you know, guys like Bernard Hopkins that throws those hooks, he tucks in his chin, he puts his arm up, you know, he protects himself. So every time you throw a punch, you need to know how to protect yourself before you get that counter punch. So Juanma, I think he needs to, you know, work on these small little details. I heard he might fight that Chris John guy. in Puerto Rico, and then he'll probably be fighting Camboa. So man, you got an awesome lineup of fighters that are all very tough, strong fighters. I don't know if Chris John is undefeated, but I believe so. I know Camboa is undefeated. So wow, man, these are some awesome fights that Juanma has lined up. I hope it brings him a lot of money, and I hope he's successful. I'm a big fan of Juanma. He's a very humble cat, so you know you gotta like him. He's a likable guy. And Marquez, what can I say, man? Marquez is a legend. You know, nothing but respect for Marquez. Marquez lost that fight in the 8th, 9th round because he said his shoulder was hurting. He had a hurt shoulder. He was asking for a rematch, but you know, if your shoulder needs to be operated, you're asking for a rematch. That's what Bob Abrams said. He's like, you know, take care of your shoulder, and then we'll probably look for a rematch down the road. I don't know. I've seen him fight through things like that. He probably understood it was just too hard of a task to keep fighting a young fighter with a busted shoulder, if it's true. And I think I read somewhere where they did find something in his shoulder, so he was hurt. So I'm thinking, wow, man, he put up a very good fight with a well, not that he put up a very good fight, because I do think in the scorecards it was pretty much a blowout, but he did stand up. He did catch Juanma with some very good punches. He caught Juanma with one of those hooks to the jaw. When Juanma threw that left hook that I'm talking about, he put his right hand too low, he stuck his chin out, and then Marquez caught him. Marquez was timing him from the beginning of the fight. He caught him with an awesome punch, man. Juanma was shook. You know, but he stood there. He stood there for like a second and then just kept fighting. I'm like, damn, man, he took Marquez's best punch, and you know, he kept coming forward. Marquez must have been like, God damn, man, now, you know, that's when Marquez probably said, I'm not going to fight no more because my shoulder's hurting. I can't hurt this guy. I hit him with my best punch, and I couldn't hurt him. So, you know, I don't criticize him for quitting. I don't think, you know, I think that you understand when your body has taken enough, and you can stop it by, you don't need the referee to stop the fight. You can stop the fight by yourself. You know, you can live to fight another day. So it was okay by me for Marquez doing that. And I think if Marquez fought that fight with a hurt shoulder, and he did perform pretty good, and he caught Juanma with some very good punches, I can't imagine Marquez at 100%. He'll probably perform a lot better. Juanma, I think Juanma, I don't know, if I was Juanma, I don't know if I would give him a rematch. You know, I fought him, I beat him, I move on. And anyway, Juanma tried to, you know, he's been trying to get a fight with Marquez for a while now. Marquez has been trying to avoid him until it got to the point where he had to fight Juanma, so he fought him. So if someone's trying to avoid me, you know, when I get a fight with him and I beat him, and now he wants a rematch, I'm like, all right, man, I'll give you a rematch, but you're going to have to wait a long time like I had to wait for you. Now, on the other hand, Juanma didn't have, you know, he had to come up, make a name for himself, because Marquez is a legend. Marquez has a name. You know, he's a recognized fighter, a very exciting fighter. I have a lot of respect for Marquez, so it was a great, great fight. The Zap Juda fight later on, yeah, it was on HBO. It was very late, so I was kind of dozing off once in a while, but it was a good fight, entertaining fight. Zap Juda moved, punched. He wasn't the aggressive Zap Juda we're used to. He looked more like kind of like a Mayweather, and you know, he's just punching, trying not to get hit. Went 12 rounds. See, that's the difference. Sometimes when you stop being who you are, you may win a fight. Zap Juda won a fight, but it wasn't as exciting as a normal Zap Juda fight. But I don't think it was to his advantage to stop and trade punches with that guy anyway, because when he stood toe to toe, the other guy was stronger, and the other guy came into the ring like 11 pounds heavier. So it was probably not a good idea to stand and trade blows with this guy. But it was a good fight, that Zap Juda fight. The fight before that, it was that Guerrero fight, I believe. That was a good fight. That was an exciting fight. Guerrero won by decision. So some very good fights this week. I'm sorry I don't have all the, you know, the names, the info. I've been very busy, but I got this in this video because I wanted to talk about some boxing. Margarito and Pacquiao, you know, I really don't care about it. I'm a big fan of Pacquiao, but I can't respect Margarito, so, you know, I'm not going to watch that fight anyway. So I will be in tune for November 20th for the Paul Williams-Sergio Martinez rematch. Now that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be on HBO. We're gonna watch it for free. If you have HBO, you get to watch it for free. It's not a pay-per-view fight, so I can't wait to see that fight. And I'm not sure what fights are in between or after that. I'll get you some info on that later. So I just wanted to talk about some boxing. It was great. Juanma, it was a great fight. Zap Juda won another title. I think he won the title that night. Glean Jhonsen, man, one of my all-time favorites. I like Glean Jhonsen because, you know, he's a pressure fighter. He's always there. He sticks it, you know, and at his age to perform at that level non-stop, you know, it was incredible to see Glean Jhonsen perform at that level at his age. It was just amazing. And on top of that, I forgot to say this, on top of that, now he's in that middleweight 6 tournament for Showtime. So that's fun also. So a lot of boxing, a lot of fun. I'm glad I got a chance to put out a video and talk about it. So y'all know, man, just stay tuned. Let's see what I got next for you guys, and y'all, peace out.